Scare Me by K.R. Alexander, Chapter 8. I feel strange all through school. I'm on edge, jumpy. Maybe it's because I woke up with a pounding headache and the feeling that I didn't actually get any sleep. Maybe it's because Patricia keeps smiling at me from her desk like she's up to something. Maybe it's because today we're setting up for real, and for the first time this year, I'm worried that we won't be able to pull it off. Or maybe it's because I woke up tangled in my sheets and covered in sweat, running from a nightmare I can no longer remember. For some reason, though, every time I see a movement from the corner of my eye, a chill races down my spine, and I expect to see a woman in a white wedding dress. Every once in a while, I think I do. By the time school is out, I'm jumping at everything. The final bell rings, and I grab my stuff and head to my locker. Once my bag is packed, I slam the locker and race to the front door to find my friends. I nearly stumble flat on my face when I pass the science room door. Someone is staring through the window at me. A woman in a white dress. When I look back, however, there's no one there. Are you feeling okay? Julia asks later as we make our way to Corvidon Manor. I nod. I don't like lying to Julia, but I don't want her worrying about me either. She's been my best friend since 3rd grade, and even though she's not quite as into haunted houses as I am, she has always supported my passion, even if it meant putting herself in creepy situations. She hates being scared, which means she's usually a good judge for whether or not we got the scares right. Just tired, I yawn, accentuating my statement. The trouble is, the yawn isn't fake. I don't think I slept at all last night. At least, not well. I was up too late thinking about the haunted house. This, I think, should be believable. I don't want her to know I was researching the bride. I don't want her to get curious. I still haven't figured out how I'm going to surprise them with the mannequin's eventual appearance in our display. I still have to figure out how I'm going to acquire it without Mr. Evans noticing. Julia smiles, but I can tell that is fake. She doesn't say anything for a while. When she does, her words are hesitant and her voice quiet. Do you sometimes think that... She cuts herself off. What? I ask. She looks at me. I can tell that despite her bravado, she's worried. Every year you plan this big, huge, amazing room, and every year you work yourself sick to make it perfect. This is true. I've just come to expect that the entire week after the haunted house is opening, I'll be out with a cold. Last year, I got a full-blown flu. My dad said it was because I worked too hard and didn't sleep enough. Yeah, but this year I'm prepared, I reply. I hold up the bottle of orange juice I've been chugging since we left the school. Lots of vitamin C. And still no sleep, Julia replies. She raises an eyebrow. I just don't want you hurting yourself over this. I know how Patricia gets under your skin. It's happening already. It's not about her. I take a swig of orange juice, as if I'm making a point. The truth is, I'm pausing because I'm trying to think of what to say. Julia knows that when I'm lying, most of the time. It's about pride, I finally say. I look around and take in the orange trees and crisp wind. It's a perfect cool day, sweater weather, and it's days like this when I actually love being from New England. The chilly fall nights, the fresh apple cider and pumpkins everywhere. It's one of the few times when living in a small town is fun. The trouble is, that's only for a few months out of the year. Summers are mucky and filled with mosquitoes, and the winters are 20 feet of snow, and the time in between is just mud. It's more than that, though. It's the fact that everywhere I look, I see someone I know. Mrs. Heverson sweeping leaves from her front drive, the Berkeley twins throwing a football across the road, Pete Mills smoking a pipe in front of his hardware store. I've seen everything in this town, and this town knows everything about me. Nothing exciting or new ever happens here, and that's another reason why I love the haunted house. It's not only because it's my passion, not only because it's what I want to be when I grow up, but because it's something new and exciting in this sleepy town, and being a part of it means that, I'm responsible for it. I have to bring my A game to show this place something new, to keep things fresh and so people don't die of boredom, myself included. I try to explain this to Julia, but my words keep tumbling over my tongue. By the time I'm finished, I'm pretty clear. It's pretty clear that I haven't convinced her of anything. It's nothing I haven't said before, and she can hear the words that I don't want to say. I have to do this to prove to Patricia that I'm worth something. My dads both work full time, and even though we do okay, we don't have as much money as her family, and she's never let me forget that. I'm tired of her scoffing at my decorations, tired of her telling me that her new phone is nicer, or that she just went on a vacation to Hawaii when I didn't go on a vacation at all. I'm tired of her telling me that she is okay, she's better than me because she has more money. Once she even laughed at my packed lunch, saying that she didn't know how poor people could live like that. I've never been so insulted. At least not until the competition last year. It's like every time I try to do something cool, Patricia either messes up what I've done or goes and just buys something cooler. Case in point, the moment Julia and I arrive at the manor is the moment Patricia's mom drops her off in her shiny new convertible. No one needs a car like that in Vermont. I doubt if it even has 4-wheel drive. Do you like it? Do you like it? Patricia calls out from her mom's driver as her mom drives off. It cost a fortune. It's a car, I say back. I nod at the boxes scattered around her. There are at least a dozen, and half of them are clearly new decorations. Cabinets with motion sensor activated sounds and movements, so they give the illusion of dolls trying to escape. Remote-controlled rats are with glowing green eyes, fog machines with built-in laser light shows, with scenes of lightning and ghosts pre-programmed. It makes my stomach clench. It makes me want to be mean. Did your mom kick you out? Patricia just smiles sweetly. Oh no, these are just some decorations, the first load. My dad is coming back with a moving van for the other 5. I'm assuming you're not. You're just using the junk I saw down there earlier. It's not junk. No, my dads are bringing the rest of our stuff soon too. She laughs. And I'm sure you'll have just tons of garbage. Is that what you're making this year? A haunted dump? No, wait, that's just your house. I open my mouth, but Julia puts her hand on my arm. To stop me from saying something I will regret later. Come on, she says. We have a lot of work to do. I let her drag me away and towards the manor. Something moves in an upstairs window, a flash of white. I don't really see it, but it makes my skin crawl. Why even bother? Patricia calls out, distracting me from the hallucination. You're just going to lose again anyway. I don't respond. I don't give her the satisfaction. You're grinding your teeth, Julia whispers as we reach the door. I hate her, I reply. I take another drink of orange juice and try to relax. I'm not going to let Patricia get the better of me and throw me off my game. I'm not. The trouble is, I know she already has.